What is up, YouTube? I'm 40 here. So we're going to be going through the top deck list coming out of the UDS. All of these are posted on the official Yu-Gi-Oh website if you guys want to backtrack and look at them. So, top 4, we have the list of dinosaurs played by Scott Page. Now, basically this build opts to go second. We have Evenlies, we have Extras for advantage, and we have Lightning Storms built in to punish the opponent. Also, we've maximized our numbers for True Kings and Trishulas. So I'm in love with what we were pulling out of this deck. I do think that the control aspect of Dinosaurs is really the way to go. Opting for second, break those boards, and Mystic Mine is still a very good card to do exactly what you want it to do. So we have 2 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyrannocoon, triple copies of the True King Agmizad the Vanisher, 1 copy of Listogasm, ripping cards out of your opponent's extra deck, A-OK by me, 2 copies of Doggeron, 1 Dino Wrestler Pankratops, 1 Giant Rex, triple copies of Miscellaneous Sarasaurus, triple copies of Soul Eating Oviraptor, with triple copies of Baby Sarasaurus, with 1 Pterodon, the 1 copy of the Dracaleo, wrapping up the monsters. We have 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Mind Control, triple Fossil Dig, triple copies of Pot of Extrav, 1 Terraforming, 1 Set Rotation, 1 Dragonic Diagram, triple copies of Lost World, 1 Mystic Mine, and triple copies of Evenly Matched to get that real push that we need for going second. And then we have triple Trishula, triple copies of the True King of All Calamities, 1 Logia, 2 Dolka, 1 Exciton Knight, 1 Dugress the Timeless, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Hida, and 1 copy of the IP Masquerena. Please note that there is no Pentastag in here for cheesy OTKs like we've seen with other builds in the past. We're just primarily opting for the break-a-board concept. Then we have triple copies of Nibiru, 1 Scythe, triple Droll, triple copies of Dark Roller and No More, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, and triple copies of Artifact Sanctum, wrapping up Scott Page's list. There's not a lot to say here. I'm glad to see that we've actually pretty much solidified the fact that we are going back to playing Listogasm. Messing around with your opponent's extra deck now becomes a little bit more stable, I would say. In today's format, you don't have to really... With the format not being link-driven, you're able to kind of combo off of multiple things now. So the good news with this is basically at the end of Link Era, this card becomes a little bit more acceptable to be messing around with and breaking the current metagame. Some justification for why this card is allowed. We have the 3rd place Spyral list. No Extrav, by the way. We are playing the scrap package with the scrap recyclers and then 1 refrigerator to combo out our friend, the Scrap Wyvern. Basically, this build does exactly what most other decks have been doing this whole format, playing the 1 extra copy of the Rescue for the full extender board through the Trigate. Also, this build pretty much says, hey, we're going to play Trigate this format, alright? This is what we want to stick with. This is the game plan, per se. So we have 1 copy of Sleeper Boy, 2 copies of Master Plan, 1 copy of the Scrap Golem, 1 Spyral Tough, 2 Super Agent, 1 Last Resort, triple copies of Scrap Recycler. Then we have the 1 Ghost Ogre, no, excuse me, 2 Ghost Ogre, 1 copy of the O-Lion. This gives access to the deck for dumping power, and definitely when the Needle Fiber comes out, we'll see Needle Fiber drop its little grimy hands into this deck and be another extender for this deck. We have the 1 Quick Fix, 1 Drones, 2 DD Crow, with 2 Droll and Lockbird, and triple copies of Magician Souls. We also have the 1 for 1, triple copies of Foolish Barrel Goods, 1 Terraforming, 1 Monster Reborn, triple Called by the Grave, 1 Spyral Assault, 2 Big Red, and the 1 Resort. There is no wear off though on this. We're basically playing the scrap package to solidify not needing that. So that's very nice. We have 1 Utility Wire and triple Rescue. Down in the extra deck, we have 1 Link Karibo, 1 Barricade Borg Blocker, 1 Cerberus, 1 Wyvern, 1 Phoenix, 2 Double Helix, 1 Unicorn, 1 Trigate Wizard, 1 Curious, 1 Appaloosa, 1 of the Griffin, one Boral Sword, one Borreload, and the one copy of the Recital Starling. Side deck here we have 2 Nibiru, 2 Lancia, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Mind Control, 2 Dark Ruler No More, 2 Twin Twister, 2 Evenly Matched, and 1 copy of Mr. Appointer of Lotus, dragging his way into the side deck. Finally, we're seeing this at a major competitive event at this point. A lot of players are talking about siding this over the previous formats. I'm glad to see that this card has found a way into the side, at least on a little bit higher of a tier event. Then we have the second place list. Everybody they're excited. We've been seeing prices go up crazily for the Invoked package, and the new Shaddoll cards definitely made life a little bit easier for this deck. And remember, this is all pre-Master Rule. So to see this deck succeed and get second place, yeah, the Shaddoll package looks like it's being splashed with Alistair the Invoker to make things a little bit more spicy this season. So we have triple copies of I Like to Draw cards, 2 copies of Bounce some cards, triple copies of Drop More cards from the deck, 1 copy of the Trick Clown, triple Alistair, 1 copy of Wendy for the toggling for the banish, it's 1 Ariel, triple Wendy. The fact that she just gets the free special summon clause written into her card text makes this such a amazing extender for this deck. It's actually amazing. We have triple copies of Hedgehog to search for our broken cards. Then we have triple copies of Allure Darkness for turbo ability, triple copies of Pot of Desires, triple copies of Shaddoll Fusion, triple copies of Invocation, triple copies of El Shaddoll Fusion, triple copies of Super Polymerization, and triple copies of Magical Meltdown. This whole deck's life purpose is just to infinitely fuse with the opponent's cards. And then we have 1 Almirage, 1 Gravity Controller, 1 Secure Gardener, 1 Cloth Heap, 1 Boral Sword for OTKs. Then we have 1 Caliga, 2 Winda, 1 Apple Kalani. Then we have 1 copy of Purgatorio for OTKs, 2 Construct, 1 Makaba, 1 copy of the Almarduke, and 1 copy of Elysium, wrapping up the ever so lovely extra deck. Side deck here have 2 copies of Retaliating Sea. Finally, now that the format is shifted in the way it is, so during either player's turn, when an opponent activates a spell card that includes the effect Special Summon a monster, you can Special Summon this card from hand. If summoned this way, while this face-up card is on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Earth Insect monster deck to your hand. The only thing we care about here is just you to play this on the field. Your opponent's like, well, yikes, I gotta out this now before I can move on along with my day. We have triple DD Crow, triple Droll and Lockbird, 1 copy of Starving Venom, 2 Lightning Storm, triple Evenly Matched, and 1 copy of the Resh Shaddoll Incarnation, so you can continue to extend on with your plays. The thing I love about this card is it is more extenders for this deck. So that's second place. And then the winning list that we have here is Rocket Link. Now, I'm really shocked to see that this deck did so well, but the Duelist knew what he was doing. Majority of the plays that were coming out of the event, yeah, it Guard Dragon plays, by the way. So it goes to show that this deck is so good at what it still does. So we have 1 copy of Red MD, 1 copy of Lavenir, 1 copy of Phantasme, 2 copies of the Absol Dragon, 1 Destrudo, 2 copies of Silver Rocket, 1 Collapse Serpent, 2 Magna Rocket, triple copies of Starliege Seyfort, 1 Wyvern Buster, triple copies of Rocket Tracer, 1 Rocket Recharger, 1 copy of the Keeper of the Shrine. That's actually an interesting tech choice for this event. Triple copies of Asher Blossom, 1 Brotar, triple Droll and Lockbird, 1 Dragon Shrine, triple Cosmic Cyclone, triple Quick Launch, 2 copies of World Legacy Guard Dragon, 2 Boot Sector Launch, 1 Dragon Ravine, and 1 copy of Foolish Barrow. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Guard Dragon LP, triple Striker Dragon, 1 Pisty, 1 Heretic Heavenly Spheres, 1 Beat Cop, 1 Quad Boral Dragon, 1 Romulus, 1 Diligent, 2 Dark Dragons to make this guy, that's all that matters. 1 Triple Burst, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Abomination, 1 copy of Draco Berserker, and 1 Borreload Savage Dragon. Side deck here we have 2 Nibiru, 1 Scarlet for Time, triple Lightning Storm, 2 Dark Ruler No More, triple Evenly Matched, 2 copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 Impure Order, and 1 copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up your UDS top cut decks. So, what do you guys think about these decks? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about them. Very interesting tech choices for this weekend's events. And well, peace out, guys. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.